Well, my friends, I've learnt a lot about beauty berries. And thank you all very, very much for all your comments on berries. It's very, very helpful, and it's very interesting to see all your views. You've told me how to use the knife, so I'm going to go and see if I can get some cuttings in a minute. But just a word on the beauty berries that I was unfamiliar with. And thank you very much to the person who told me that it was Calicarpa americana. Apparently, the purple berries, when crushed, provide a beautiful colour, and this is why they're called beauty berries. I have grown beauty berries in the UK, but we know them under the name of Calicarpa. So I am familiar with the beauty berries, but under a different name, as so often happens. Whoa, 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 whoa. Sorry, my mouse moved. So I'm familiar with them under a different name. In the UK, we don't eat their berries. I think the Calicarpa we have is mostly grown, well, I grew it certainly for ornamentation because it's so pretty, particularly in the winter. But I think that in America you may actually eat the berries. So we have a horticultural update as well as a game update. Now what I'm going to do is just to have a look at these, because I noticed when I was going round that these different forms of the berries hadn't really come out. And because we're in autumn, God knows what they look like with berries on. So I'm going to go to a different place. I'm going to leave these where they are because I don't think we stand much chance with them here. I've actually put them in, and even though they're suffering terribly by seawater, I'm just going to leave them there because the autumn colour is really very fine indeed. Right, I'm going to a different part of the map. I'm going to see if I can find some berries, and I'm going to see if I can cut them with a knife. You have all told me that I need to shift to harvest them with a knife, which I hadn't expected, but that's what these videos are for. We are all learning together. I will see you when I get to a different part of the map, my friends. I am in a different part of the map, and look at this rapid little rivulet here. And it's gorgeous. I reckon you could put a water wheel there. Looks pretty good to me. And it's in this beautiful dell. However, the dell is already inhabited. Look at this. Hello. Yes. I love the wolves. I love the wolves. Look at that. Can we get ahead of you and get you to look at us nicely? Oh, yes. That looks great. I shouldn't like the wolves so much, but I do. So I'm out here and you can see where I am. I'm right up here. I thought that this might be a good place for berries. I'm just on the tip of new land. Let me have a look at that. Yeah, the line would go down here. Wow. A beautiful dell, but that's not what I'm looking for today. I'm looking for berries. My friends, we are back in a berry region. We have some wonderful fast streams coming down here, and on the map you can see where they are in this wonderful, these aquamarine colours as opposed to the deep sapphire blues. And we have some berries because this is old land. So let's just collect a few as we go. So that's what the old berry bushes look like. Now I am going this way because I'm going to move into newly generated land. Wow, the new berry forms, now that I'm used to them, I really do like them. Wow, let's see if we can go up there. Oh, by the way, we have an amendment. You used to be able to split the waterfalls to get more than one fast moving stream. That has now been stopped. You cannot do that anymore. You have to parkour. Let's jump. Okay. Yeah, sorry, you have to deal with what you've got. You can't now split waterfalls into more than one moving stream. It was something that one of you asked, could we split the water? And to start with, the answer was yes, we could. But in fact, we are not. That's been stopped. As soon as all of you come in with these great ideas, somebody says, oh, no, you don't. Oh, no, you don't. Now, I can tell I'm still in old land. And I wonder whether this is the area that I've already raked out for bushes. Oh, let's have a look. Looks as if I might have already destroyed all the bushes in this area. Oh, that looks nice. Oh my gosh, I found white marble. Oh, now we're on to the new. Now what we're going to do is to shift and right click. Oh, I've got one. Oh my gosh. Shift and right click. Do you get more than one? No. Look at that. A blueberry cutting. Wow. It actually works. Yeah, paddy stew, the mushrooms that's what I was doing. I was left clicking as I would do with the mushrooms. But for these cuttings, it's a different motion. Apparently all the bushes have come out looking the same, like down here. Can you see that whatever they are, whether they're cranberry bushes or other bushes, cranberry bushes, yeah, they all look the same. And I have been told that was a glitch when they were generating the world. And that stone is limestone. And that they should have all been different. Yeah, see the white currant bushes, they're all the same. But that will be solved. Okay, let's see if we can harvest some of these. I'm just going to take these berries off. Then I can see if I can harvest them. So these are white currant bushes. Shift, right click. Oh, I have. Do we get more than one? No. Not that I can establish. No, I think it's one cutting per bush. Right. So I've got white currant, red currant. Okay. And also the bushes didn't come out with this variety of growth stages that you would normally expect when you are coming into the world for the first time. You normally get the bushes where they look as if they've just been planted, and some of them are fully mature, some have got red and white currants on. So it's really something that is very much work in progress. And I think playing it at an early stage, we're not doing it justice, obviously. This is so pretty. Guys, look at this. I'm looking for more berries. And I must keep going to the right. Or either this way. Yes, that blue thing over there. Do you know, I'm finding everything I would love. We found marble, we're finding cornflowers, and beautiful, beautiful blue mushrooms. I love the look of these. These are the original ones, the indigo milk caps. And look at this. Limestone chert. Isn't this beautiful? I am looking for... Oh, look, we've got mugwort. I get so excited finding the new plants. What I'm not sure about how to find is licorice. Yay! Nice. Oh. Yeah. And oh, there's more berry bushes there. Let's see if these are anything different. Oh, a beauty berry. Yes, we want one of those. Shift, right click. And I do like the colour here of the stems. So shift and right click. So basically, we can take the cuttings without hurting the plant, but they do not stack as you would expect. So I've now got, you know, so many of these. Wow. Nice. Okay, I'm going to go home and have a look at how we would actually plant these. And I'll see you in a minute. Thank you very much to the person who told me that seawater has an effect even 4 blocks back from the sea, so that where I had planted, and I planted these in creative, these berry bushes here, otherwise they would not have gone on the low fertility soil, as you will see, I hope. Let me, oh no, I have lost some of my cuttings, never mind. Those cuttings disappeared. I had an inventory full, and when I went to creative to get the high fertility soil and back, all my cuttings disappeared. Okay, if you've got cuttings, guys, do not go into creative. Not that I think you would. So in fact, the seawater here, which comes to here, will affect 1, 2, 3, 4. And that thinks it's near the seawater. Interesting. 1, 2, 4. But that one still thinks it's near the seawater. How interesting. Right, I'm going to have to spawn in some berry bushes for the ones I missed. I'm actually in survival at the moment. So having to go to all that trouble to get berry bushes. Now, we know that these things will be eaten by raccoons and bears. Now, this is high fertility soil. Yeah, I think I'm going to put a fence around here. I haven't seen any bears here, but I have seen raccoons. So we'll put some down. Right, I have planted some of the bushes to which I had cuttings. I had to go into creative to generate them again. So we've got white currants, a beauty berry, red currants, and blueberries. Now, there aren't all the cuttings developed yet, so this is very much work in progress. And also I did notice when I was travelling round that the berries I saw were the traditional, apart from the beauty berries, were the traditional berries we're used to. They weren't the strawberries or the gooseberries and that sort of thing. So it's quite interesting where we are with this. It's very, very early stages, my friends, very early stages. I'm just going to see how these progress. Now they're in high fertility soil, and we'll have to sort out what nutrients they need in the future if we're going to have to provide them with any sort of compost or feeding or stuff like that. So there's a long way to go on that. A long, long way to go. Okay, I have found that I had actually spawned in a strawberry cutting, which I have kept in my cellar. So I'm going to pop that one down, I have another white currant one and another blueberry cutting. So basically I'm going to plant all these and see how they fare. I have found another trader. Isn't this beautiful? This is one that I found on the other continent, and this is just beautiful. Oh look, it's got, he or she has berry bushes, red currant, and are these other red currants? Let's have a look. There's some more berry bushes over there. Black currant, splendid. And this is the one with these gorgeous, gorgeous banners on. We have to have a picture of that. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I am in survival. We've got these wonderful, wonderful windows that I covered. We've got the banners that I don't think we can touch. And then coming round here, let's have a look in. What are you, my friend? A furniture trader. How nice. So you want chandelier, you want light clothes and glass, and in exchange you'll give doors, lanterns, oh chandelier, yeah, and paintings. Splendid. So let's come here. So a furniture trader, that's the first one I found. Excellent. Okay. Oh, and look, these are the orange ceramic bowl. Aha. So what do you have? You do have furniture. Well, well, well. This is a nice little trading outpost, isn't it? Yeah, he lives above ground. Yeah, let's... Oh my word. What is that? Mr. Torch holder. What? Let me get some of this off my bar. Mr. Torch holder and the holy debt block. No privilege, it belongs to the trader. What on earth? Wow, I have never seen that before. If any of you know what this is, please let me know. Wow, how extraordinary. Look at this. Oh my word. Oh, that's a shot, isn't it? Oh my word. Wow. This game is so beautiful. Right. Well, we have established that we can take cuttings of the berry bushes. I haven't found anything but the berry bushes we already had, but this is work in progress. We know that we're going to get a wider variety of berries. We know that when we, probably in the next release candidate, no, not release candidate, sorry, pre-candidate, we know that they will address the problem of, that's my husband sneezing, address the problem of all the berries spawning in at the same rate of maturity, and we're hoping that they will be adding more by the day. So it all looks very good. So we've got a bit of a base starting here. I hadn't meant to, but you can see that we're round to here with sort of things we've been doing and things we've been planting. So I'm very comfortable with what we've done today. I feel a lot more secure now. I know I can get the berry cuttings, but I now know I cannot go into creative to bring them back home because they will just disappear. let's hope that one gets addressed as well. And the one that hasn't yet been addressed is the bluebells in plant pots, but we'll no doubt come on to that. In the next episode, I am going to be looking at torch holders and fat a little bit more. So I hope I see you there. If you've enjoyed this, leave a like and please consider subscribing to me. Goodbye, my friends.